to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now they can't bring him down, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On play action, now Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Rodgers going to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Ray McCloud to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Those defense for the Packers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Play action. Now it's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return comes Cobb, able to push his way through. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Stephon Tuitt bounced back from injury in 2019 to fashion together a heck of a season in 2020. Top 10 in the NFL with a career-high 11 sacks. He's one of the best interior defenders in the game.
On play action, Rodgers lets it fly deep for Cobb. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 25, here's second and 6. Lock gonna throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And Deontay Johnson has seen his share of targets increase in his first 2 years in the league, and last year finished with 88 catches. Continuing to work on grabbing everything that comes his way. A nice catch there.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will find his man on the outside. And the Steelers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here's Locke to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Rodgers to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And down inside the 10 at the 9. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. And it's a Packers touchdown. A.J. Dillon. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Block off of play action. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Throwing now is Locke. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now a play fake. Rodgers being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's second and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. A dump off now to Hill. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And again, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Block now to throw. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Locke. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And that is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Locke. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. McLeod now on the return. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game.
Oh, wide open, complete, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, Dillon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Robert Tunyon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Completes it to Watt. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. They'll run with Harris. Finding room to the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. He's got it.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Now Crosby for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the rookie Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Parker touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud.
Well, now how about this return?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick-6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On play action, Rodgers.
He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. Dillon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers throwing here. He sets to fire deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
You would think that he had baseball in his past, the way he patrols center field and goes and gets the football as he just did there. An all-pro for the Steelers each of the last 2 years. His first 2 years with the franchise, he led them with 4 interceptions in 2020.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from the nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Locke. He's got Smith-Schuster, and he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now Locke. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Locke. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Locke, got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee. Offensive explosion leading them to victory. The defensive guys are to say, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.
I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.